All right, now we're on. Got it. Okay, we're good. Working out the bugs. I'm registered now. I'm still unsure about going to Choctaw. Should I still play? Still play. All right. Oh man. All right. Let me just figure this out. So I got my mic going. We did that. Check. We got the tournament lobby up. But let me just make sure I've got this thing all lined up here. Okay, we'll lock that in place. In the tournament lobby, we can make it a little smaller, I think. Cool. I like it. It works for me. Looks good. Let's go over here. Can we hear ourselves talking now? I think so. Yep, there it is. The overlay looks good. We're looking good. All right. So we've got Ace King. I'm going to go ahead and mute this so I don't have to hear myself talk here. No, I want to play, but mute it. All right. So we're going to raise up 3 times. Just kind of standard. We're going to do some standard play. So in the lobby, we have 11 players right now. Miss Emily, who is Emily Gardner, she re-raised me, and so I raise, call. We're going to say re-raise the call. We're going to go ahead and just see a flop here. Maybe it gets checked around. We'll kind of see what's going on. So 30 isn't going to do it. That's an interesting bet. We covered that in class. There's 510 in the pot, and she bet 30 into the pot of 500. So gonna bust. Joe Tran should be at least betting half pot in this position. So if you can call, I mean, betting 30, I'll probably just call 30 this time. Well, there's 300. That's good. All right, let's go ahead and forget it. And we're going to play to win. So we broke off into 2 tables, it looks like. Cool. So gonna bust is Joe Tran. And we have pocket 4s. So let's raise it up again. And so now we have 2 tables because we have 11 players. And I think we'll combine once we get down to 9. So I went ahead and I did a $20 bounty for me. So if you can knock me out tonight, you'll get 20 fun bucks, 20 real dollars. And let's see, what else do I need to talk about? So this is the WSOP qualifier for our trip to Durant, Oklahoma. So this is an 8-week tournament. We've played 2 weeks so far, and the top 5 players at the end of the 8 weeks will get the opportunity to play. We'll get the opportunity to play the $400 ring event, the double stack buy-in. So we have $2,000 in our club fund for that purpose of playing, and top 5 will get the $400 each to play in their first WSOP circuit event. The top 5 players. So I currently am at first, and that's really all we need to know. Nice. Cool. So once registration closes, people can still register. There's it's really open to club members, though. Where you have to be a member of the PokerStars Play Money site, and then you get invited to play. So everyone you see in the lobby, let me pull up the lobby real quick. Everyone in this lobby is a member of the club. So we have Emily in first, Brian, Trevor, Alistair, Zach. I fold pocket aces. Is Charlie, Joe Tran, gonna bust, myself, Jack Ford, Tom Levy, who might be streaming right now as well, and Mary Brady, Ace of Viola. So good turnout, 11. The top 5 at the end, point total at the end of the 8 weeks, will get the buy-in paid for. I think that's what it says right here. Yep, top 5 will receive a 400 entry into a ring event at the WSOP circuit in Durant, Oklahoma. We're actually going to be playing that event on January 8th next year. Cool. Let me see. Looks good to me. Looks good. All right, so let's just focus and play. Let's try to get some lessons learned here. Try to get this going to where we can maybe learn from one another. I'm going to fold the ace-3 offsuit in early position. Not really liking that. Trevor just jumped up to first place. I wonder who the top 5 are. Would you hand me that brown folder? This is Alexandra, my assistant. She'll be working on Emily Dickinson PowerPoint presentation throughout. Cool, thank you. All right, this is a good little raise spot here. So right now in the league, the 11 players that we have, the top 10. So I got a 10 with top kicker here. Let's go ahead and just continuation bet. You know, he's gonna call me all the way down. I don't know with what, but we'll soon find out. Oh, great. Is he playing ace-3? Probably. No. I don't know what he's playing. Alistair's been making some moves lately, though. We'll give him credit there. I'm going to look and see what he was making a move with. Pocket 9s. He was making a move with pocket 9s. So he had pocket 9s and decided to raise on the 2 of club turn with a 10 on the board. So it was a good move. I just got lucky to flop a pair there. I'm going to check this offsuit here, ace-3. I'm not really liking it. I'm going to bet a little bit. It might get through Charlie. It should get through Charlie. Yeah, cool. All right, so right now first place in the club tournament here is me. I won first in the first week, and second I came in first in the second week. So first 800 points. You get 400 for first, 300 for second, 250. Kind of work your way down from there. This is Mary Brady. I'm playing up against Ace of Viola, Mary Brady. So I kind of thought she might continuation bet, move along, but we'll go. Then in second place we have Zach Swain, who actually came in first last night in our league. We had some subs that went out and played in a Saturday night local league, and he took first place last night, won $180, and he split a last longer with another club member, Jack Ford, who came in second, and they split 180, so they each got 60. That's not right. It was 160, and they both got 80. So he got 180 plus his 80. That's 260. Great night. Maurizio is in third. Mary Brady is in fourth. I have Tom Levy, who's in fifth. Then Brian Yee is in sixth. Seventh would be Jack Ford. Then Trevor Warren in eighth with 120 points. Emily and Alistair, who did not play in week 2, so have a little bit of ground to make up, but they're not too far out of it. And the additional 11th player tonight would be Joe Tran. Actually got a couple new players. What about that pen? Would you grab me the pen, please? The silver pen up there. Last time. There's nothing else. No other requests. Thanks. So we have an 11 and 12. So we're going to add Joe Tran. Joe Tran and Charlie. So we have two. So we actually have 2 players that aren't, well, just one, Maurizio. So Trevor, Everyone is in it. And then 2 new players. Perfect. Cool. So right now we're just starting out. So right now, average chip stack's 5,000. We haven't lost anybody. I don't think we're going to lose anybody for a little bit. Last week we had people who registered but chose not to play. And the funny thing is they actually came in like 4th and 5th. They just blinded off and did pretty well. I'm just going to check. I don't really want to get too aggressive with 4s right now in my early position. I'm on the big blind. I'm quite alright with just seeing if I can flop a 4, and if I can't, then let's just fold it, you know. I'm going to fold it. I don't like it. My goal tonight's to come in 4th, at least in the top 5, but I would like to get 4th. I do have a bounty on my head. Let's see if we can look at the other table. Burrito Tom. I'm going to try to pull this up real quick. Man, look at that. Ace 8 flush. That was a good one. Ace 8. Whew, nut flush. So Alistair calls 50 from an early position call. Another call. Now a raise. So good job, Brian. Brian Yee. And I'm going to fold. I think Brian changed his screen name. Oh, I clicked on my stream. So then I'm going to pull up table 2. Let's see if we can see table 2 here. And let's make this one table 2. Boom. Cool. So there's table 2. Table 2. Here's table 2. We'll get back to table 2. This is where Joe Tran is now sitting. I want to watch him play. But we're going to get back to where I just raised with the pocket jacks here and got a call from Alistair. If Alistair was to bet there, I think I could definitely get away from this hand. I'm not too excited about it. I don't think he checks an ace, so now if he does to bet, I'm going to raise, just min raise. I don't feel he has an ace, so he'll check here, I'll check back, and we'll be good. He probably has a king something. Oh, hits a queen. That's nice. Yeah, good hand. So definitely no ace, but the turn, boy, flush draw kept him around. That's good. All right, let's go to table. Let's watch a couple of these hands. They're getting there. They're getting there. So let's see, table 2. Just me. I'm just recording it for the purpose of, you know. Hey, YouTube. What's happening? This will get through. Brian. Didn't get through Brian. This guy Brian is sticky with his queens here. Alright, let's get through it. Alright, playing a lot of hands. I'm going to just slow down. I'm going to sit out here. So let's go to table 2, and let's take a look at some other club members that are playing. So at the table we have Jack Ford. So let's see. Let's go with on the button. Who's on the button now? Trevor. Trevor Warren is on the button, everybody. Good job, Trevor. Trevor played a cash game last night. Did alright, he said. I mean, didn't do all right as far as profitability, but fun. It's all about a matter of having some fun. Did you have fun, Trevor? And he said, yes, I had a great time. So take the money that you would spend having a good time at the movies, right? Popcorn, large popcorn, movie, milk duds, soda. What's that run these days? Packers fired. McCarthy. So what would that cost you? About $25. So why not go play a cash game? 2-3 hours of entertainment, lose 23 bucks, 40 bucks, 50 bucks, 80 bucks. As long as you have fun, right? Right. Fun was had by all. Okay, so here we are, 210 in the pot. Late position, Trevor bets. He's gonna scoop it right now. One thing that to keep in mind is to really be playing where you want to have the opportunity to continuation bet with power. So like getting these little pre-flop raises, like they say, if it's good enough to call, it should be good enough to raise. Right? So good enough to call, it's good enough to raise. So 8753. There's a 7. You know, this is it's a tough spot to bet. I mean, you got a lot of stuff on this board. Any 7, I mean, king 7, guy sticks around and hits a 7 on the river. But that's not the case. Cool. So blinds now are 30-60. Looks like Zach is sitting out at that table. I don't know if he's actually truly sitting out, if he hasn't. As long as you're registered, it'll let you join, so it doesn't pick up your chips. And registration is closed in the tournament lobby, so we'll be able to see kind of where we're all at with that. All right, so Emily calls from small blind. Trevor is big blind. And boom, there's your flop. Now, this is a place where you have to bet half. Emily before, if you remember, bet 30, which is sort of light, but that's a decent sized bet into that pot. So without a jack or a king, it's going to be very hard for Joe Tran to actually call. It's going to be difficult for him to call. But you know, you've got a club draw out here, you've got a straight draw, but she picks it up, and that's a great hand. That was well played from early position. Now she's on the button in late position, so there's a lot of opportunity here to make some moves. And it's a flat call. I'm going to flat from the button. A flat from the button. Person flats from the button, it's pretty scary because now you don't really know what they're going to be doing if you were to bet this flop. You know, you have a 3-6-7 flop, and what are you going to do? I mean, person flats in late position with what? Anything, I guess? 8 TC, any 2 cards? Oh, who knows? There you go. It's a good bet. So I like this. I like another bet right here. 210 might pick it up. I don't like the check back, so yeah, jacks. Jacks. Boy, very passive play with jacks in that early position. There was nothing really that would have sent the signal out there that you had jacks. You know? So you actually could have maybe got a little bit more money out of her. Maybe. Ace 7. This is getting all the way around to me. I don't like it. Alright. So I got, oh, the ace on the river is going to save me. Saves me over here on my table. Yeah, so you can't see it on my table, but I just got called by Charlie, who has probably an ace on the river as well. So we have aces and kings, and who has the higher kicker? Oh, he folded to my re-raise. So a 5-7. Here's the board. 5-7-4. And yeah, 4 players on that flop that love what they had, huh? Very light bet. It's a very light bet. With anyone would call. The purpose of a bet here would be to get people off of their draw. So don't be surprised if all 4 players are going to be going to the river. I'm very surprised, Jack. So look what hits. Everything hits. The flush hits. The straight hits. So who has the higher flush is really the question. And we'll never know. Emily. Good hand. Emily Gardner, everybody. Emily. Oh, yeah, soundboard. Could you be my soundboard if I push a button? Genius. That's why you're my assistant. Cool. I'm getting a text from a friend who's doing really well with his DraftKings right now, so he has to send out a brag. Might be a little bit premature. Cool. Zach is sitting out, but he said he would definitely play. He's at work until 5:15, and right now he's sitting with 45. You're still in with 45.85. 45.85. All right. Force. Look at this, man. 4-2 offsuit and hits the 4-4 deuce for a, you know, for the full house. You know Patrick the barber, right? The barber who cuts our hair.
Oh yeah.
He won. Look at that, $2,500 he won on his five pick FanDuel lineup. And look at this one. He's currently like in 84th place. Or wait, he's in. What's he in? I don't know what place that is. But he's got 2662. He's winning on that one.
Pokai?
No, FanDuel. It's like where you pick football players to do really well, and if fantasy football, yeah, and if they do well, then you make a bunch of money.
Cool.
Could you imagine?
Do you like fantasy football?
It's all right. I like it. I'm just not good at it. I'm better at the team, like the whole team sport, All right. Technical difficulties. Classic Lilia. Cool. All right. So 695 deuce. Look at this table over here. People are playing 300 in there. Watch Emily. Come on, bet. Missed it. She missed it. 7 deuce wins. 7 deuce offsuit. That's how you play it. Called in the small blind with 7 deuce offsuit. Called in the small blind, 7 deuce offsuit. Trevor Warren. Trevor Warren. All right, let's go. So King 10. Okay. So Mary and I are just going back and forth. Everyone at our table's playing pretty tight right now, and she and I are just going back where I'm getting raised, raising and raising. So just slowly picking up some chips here and there. All right, Trevor raises here with 200. Boom. Gets a quick check, pretty quick check from Jack. Bets 200 into the pot. Good size bet. He gets another check here. He checks back, and we'll just see who has the winning hand here. Jack with an ace and a jack with a 10. let's go to the lobby here. I'm going to pull up the lobby real quick. And that way we can kind of see where everybody's at here. So Emily should be up in first, right? We have Emily in first place. Yes, we do. Trevor, I fold. That's Charlie, myself. We're still all pretty much, no one's out, so we still have the 5,000 chip stack average, and everyone's sort of just jostling for points, and we're getting there. Cool. Let's pull this down here. If I can just pull this here like this instead. Because that way, I think then I can kind of see the names of the players. Queen 6, Queen King. That's all the way at the bottom. I don't want that at the bottom, though. I'm just moving this. I don't know why. I'm so OCD about this right now. I am so OCD about it. Looks fine. Does it look fine? I don't know. I'm going to move it back. I know you cannot see the lobby, though. Can't see the lobby. We're okay. Alright, we're going back to our table. You guys are great. We'll get back in about a few minutes. Hopefully we'll be at the final table once we lose one player or two player. Alright, so we have Queen Deuce. Classic Brian E. Ray spot. There it is. On the button. Nobody wants to play. See what he did? He raised on the button. That's how you play. Alright, we got our standard ace-king offsuit again. I'm going to go ahead and just pot it this time. I want to get a little bit... I don't like the flat call right here. Otherwise, I would have done 3 times. But I want to get heads up. I do not want to play this hand against all these players, so... Let's just get it when we can get it. We learned our lesson last time. We were slow playing aces and, we didn't have a very good success with slow playing anything, which probably is the case for many people. Jack 6-8. Charlie looks down and he sees a hand that's worth betting 120. I am giving a $20 bounty to the player that can knock me out. Good luck. Knock me out, win 20 bucks. It's that easy. It's that easy. There's my Jack 8. I should have played. I would have had a Jack with an 8. But Brian bets 900. Or what did he bet? 8? It's a big bet. Big bet, big bet. Jack Deuce. This is not a good hand.
Are you playing with people?
Yeah, all these people are in our class. Nothing here looks good, does it? And it's Brian to my right. It's such a... I'm trying not to get aggressive. I'm trying not to get angry at the player to my right's play. because Brian has a tendency to like to raise a lot. Any two cards. So he really forces a player into three betting and coming over the top of his raise. So if I raise and he three bets, then I have to four bet. But see what I'm saying? See how he's raising? My raise hands are pretty marginal, so I need to tighten up a little bit. I said that's super awesome. I hope you win it all. So I don't know what he's doing, because if Alistair calls here, I would actually be I kind of be surprised, but I don't know what he's been doing, because he has been calling. He's been check calling, check calling, check calling. So I don't like the check raise. I don't see the check raise coming. So hopefully people understand Brian's play. If Brian is allowed, he will run over this table. Charlie to his right and Mary haven't probably played with him a lot, so they don't really know what to expect, but he's aggressive. Like I wouldn't be surprised if he raised here in the big blind. He checks. He also has a HUD, so he's watching. He knows our statistics here. And hopefully, someone was playing a Queen 10 suited and just rocked him. Because Brian with chips is scary. 9-7 and rocked him. What did I say? 10-4, 10-8, 10-7.
What?
None. I just said hopefully a player has something like that hand and gets him, and they got him. They got him.
Who do you think will get you out?
Who do I think will get me out? Who do I think will get me out? Probably when we go to the final table, somebody at the other table. No, I don't think any of these players will knock me out until we once we merge to like the final table. Then we'll see. Kinda. I think a guy named
So
Tom.
anybody's now?
Pretty much anybody's game right now. I'm gonna call. Pretty much anybody. It's anyone's ball game. Another set of sixes this time. Jesus. 7-6 offsuit and hits a set. It's nice to be lucky in this game too, I would really like to catch a 5. Any black 5. No. No. Any black 5. No. The red Dewey. The red deuce. 5s might be good here. Yep. 5s are good here. Let's go back and see what Alistair was playing there with. Fold. Alistair was in the big blind with 3-6 offsuit. All right. Cool. What the heck? Hey, have you heard of a thing called a sphere? It's like a ball that you can code and program it,
Yeah, I think so.
and it runs around. Do you like coding toys like that? Would you want something like that?
Oh wait, you're talking about that little like clear thing that moves around?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know either, man. Emily's poems. Emily developed her own style of writing. You're getting there.
Oh look, I didn't even know this was a thing in PowerPoint. Look at this. Look how it just bounces. And this other one is like a cube picture with
That's pretty cool. Did you choose Emily Dickinson, or is she like
yeah, I
chosen?
chose.
Yeah. Look at this Brian Yee, man. All right, Brian, we're gonna try one time here. We're gonna see what happens if we just set this right here, because we're done with this. These shenanigans. We are done with these shenanigans. You know what I mean? He's been raising, so we had to put it. We had to nip it in the bud. We had to say no more. Do not do that to me again. Oh, I meant to call. I was going to call and defend that, but that's fine. That's fine. This is my breathing right here. Watch. Just here, be quiet. Listen.
What?
Listen to my breathing. Look at just my breath alone gets 40, 50. I don't know how to bring it down. Nip it in the bud. Maybe the mic is like right on me. So I'll put it up a little bit. I'm gonna put it up. There it is. It's clear up here on my eye now. Not down here where you can hear me breathe. Oh, that's bugging me now. I can't really see. Alright. 10. King 10 off is, I'm gonna raise just see what I can get here as far as some value. Oh, look at this. What a crazy bet. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why you would shove there. I mean, you don't have a jack. It's just a very dangerous shove. You do not have a jack there because nobody shoves a jack there, but what are you shoving with, and what's the purpose? Because what if I did have ace jack? I don't like the shove at all. I don't know. I don't know. He shoves there. 24 into a $1,400 pot. There's 1,400 in the pot, and he shoves 24.47 into that pot. So he puts his whole tournament life at risk, being first to act, to shove into me when I could have ace jack there. I could have king jack, queen jack, 10 jack. Hmm. Whatever. Whatever. So Mary here, she either has to call, I mean, shove or fold. So she'll have 300 left if she calls. I don't get what, I don't know. Jack 2. So nothing's really been working with me up against Mary. So I've been called by everything from 6, 7 to.
That smiley face.
So last night we were playing in this cash game. I told Mom the story. I think you were there, and I had Ace 4, and he had Ace Jack, and it came Ace 3 3. So we both had two pair. He had a Jack kicker and a 4 just like this hit on the turn. Okay, so I had Ace Ace 4 4 and like a 9 on the board, and on the turn and on the river, and he had Ace Jack, so he had Ace Ace 3 3 with a Jack, but the 4 won, and he called like $100, and I was like, you know, he said he thought I was bluffing. I was like, no.
No. Who was that, Alistair?
Yep, Alistair. Cool. So Emily's not going on the trip. Decided to. All right. Okay.
Holstein. It's powerful.
He says, Alistair says, I shoved there to get you to fold higher pocket pairs, but yes, that shove was messy. Messy. That shove was messy, he says. Yeah, I'm not ever old enough. I'm never going to fold a higher pocket pair there, so yeah, that is messy. Yep. Yep, that was messy. So let's just get some hands here so we can play some cards. cards. After watching the stream and saw that he had King 10, I can agree that that wasn't the right play. Yeah, it's not about what I had, it's about what I had versus what I could have had.
Look, I cut my fingers yesterday on glass.
I'm not calling any more money with that hand. Not the play. It's just negative EV.
Look, I cut my finger here on glass.
Howie,
Owie,
what are
yeah.
you doing? You in glass. So I'm not calling any more money with that hand, if you bet. But a shove into 1400 is not the play and super risky. It's just negative EV. So like he wrote back because he went back and watched it on stream and he's like, oh, you had King 10, so he should have played his pocket. I'm sure he had pocket eights or some bull. And he's like, he should have like maybe milked me for more money or something. But the point is, that's not the play. The play is just to, you know, you're not going to extract any more money out of me. But why do you shove your whole tournament life? And why don't you understand that that's negative EV? And just be like, yeah, that definitely was, super messy. The goal, though, it's 8 weeks, and we're trying to find out who the top 5 players are, because those would be the players that might have overall the best shot at cashing in a ring event, maybe winning the ring in Durant. So let's see how we do. Yeah, I got you. So you bet half the pot and get the same effect. Not risk your whole life. Whatever. Whatever, man. Let's move on to the next one. It's the same. It's the same play. It's the exact same. These are the same plays over and over again. And quite frankly, I'm going to say it. These are the same mistakes over and over again that we're all making, me included. And at some point, I have to start learning from my mistakes. I have to be willing to actually try to get better. Try to get better. I mean, otherwise, you're just looking at an epic fail. Here's another King 10. I hope this isn't going to be a... Oh my god, look at this guy.
You suck, jackass.
Oh, man. He'll shove. Yeah, there you go.
You are a huge nerd.
You
You are a huge nerd.
Oh man, I got 10 bigs left. We lost a player. Who did we lose? Emily. We lost Emily. Alright, so Emily gets how many points today for her 11th place finish? 700 points. And Emily starts us off with 700 points. 700 points? No, 70 points. Yeah, 70 points. 70 points. 10-4. No. 7, 8, 9. 9 more players. And one more player, and we are going to be at the final table. We are going to be at the... Oh, come on. I'm liking this. It's going to be... man, I just got robbed. What's this one? Somebody just woke up with aces. Ding dong.
Oh, 3 people I'll watch.
3 people. Well, they're not going to hopefully be watching a little bit longer because I am in last. I am in 10th of 10th place. Look at that. So I am in the bottom. And Alistair's now in 4th. And Burrito Tom is crushing it. Let's take a look at... Let's all go to the lobby. Let's take a look at the lobby, everybody. Boom. We got Burrito Tom in 1st with 9,000. We've got Joe Tran, everybody. It's good. We've got Emily out in 11th, so she got 70 points for tonight. And I was 10th, but now I'm 9th. I'm moving up. Taking a look here. Moving on up. Cool. All right. We're moving on up. That's going to be the sound for moving on up. Yes, Brian will raise here, and yes, I will fold. 20 bucks, here we go. 20 bucks. Here he says, here we go. 20 bucks, here we go. Yep. Can't even call here. Can I call here? Yep. Putting my money where my mouth is. Man, these Can I get a win here? I just need one hand. Winning. I like it. Soundboard. We're going to do it. All right. We have to shove here. We're down to 5 big blinds. That's not the place. That's not the play. Well, here we go. This was it. This is it. It's either going to be a hell yeah or an epic fail. That's the button that's getting pushed. Hell yeah or epic fail. Hell yeah or epic fail.
That's loud.
It is loud. That's loud too. What's that? Final table, everybody. Who did we lose? Trevor. We lost Trevor. We lost Trevor. How many points does Trevor get tonight? Came in 10th place. 6 big blinds. He just raised 6 big blinds. Trevor came in 10th, so he gets 80 points. I probably should have just shoved there. But give me a hand. Give me a hand. I'm right where I want to be. I'm in 9th out of 9. 9 out of 9. 9 out of 9. That'll be, what's that going to be? What sound that should that go with if I win something?
Fireworks. Maybe if somebody gets you out.
If someone gets me out. Zach against Joe Tran for 10,000, man. In the pot. And Joe Tran's like, I don't know what I'm going to do here. Do I really want to go out in 9th place? Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. No, you don't. He didn't do it. He did not shove. Here goes Zach again. Here we go. This is it. Here we go. Ace Jack. Going for it. Going for it. We're shoving Ace Jack. Oh, yeah. Maybe not. Here it is.
Look at this one, Dad. Fuck.
Oh, I got a call. Hold on. I didn't see it. Hold on. No 10. Oh, my God. Nice hand, he says to me. Oh! Bam! Burr. Oh, we chopped it. Look at that. B. S. All right, show me now. Show me again. I'm excited to watch this.
Flies away.
That's crazy, right? I actually hit my sad face. I would have won. He flops it. Here, watch this. Look at, he flops 2 pair, king and 10. King 10. Oh. And I hit the ace.
How do you win?
Because it's straights on the board. 10, jack, queen, king, ace. So we both had it. So see here, the aces chop it. You see? So that was super crazy. So Mary came in 9th place, and she will receive for her efforts 100 points. Mary, 100 points. Yeah, what did he call? What did Alistair call with? He says he likes the aggression, but I don't know what he was calling with. Yeah, he called with ace 10. He called a bet with ace 10. He had nothing. Yeah. So you got lucky, man. Ace 10. Woo! Dude, he had it on the turn. He had them both knocked out. They both were out. It's almost as bad as my hand, you know, the hand that I chopped. Alright, so now I'm just going to try to ride this out here. Let's get through this blind. So 25, I have 4 big blinds. I don't know why you're calling though. He says if Mary would have, if Viola would have folded there. He called with ace 10. Let's go, Justin. Alright, Alistair, I guess you and I are having some personal issues too. Like I don't know. I'm saying it was not a good play. He called ace 10. The guy shoves in your whole tournament. You put your whole tournament on ace 10. And then it's like excited because he's still in a tournament. Like, yeah, look at me. I'm the best. You know. Yay. Yeah. You're great. Can't do it though. Can't shove here. I'm gonna have to shove though next hand. I have 2 hands before I have to shove here. Let's hold up, kings. Thank you for isolating me. Please, just full house, baby. True double up. Right now I'd be doing, oh yeah, on my board if I would have hit.
Oh my gosh. I made it so this animation between slides is 50 seconds long.
That'd be kind of cool, and you could just talk through the whole thing, right? From one slide to the next, kind of like transitioning around.
Yeah.
You know, you could talk, and then this is where she kind of grew up or something.
That'd be sort of cool.
So here you have a raise, and then you have a re-raise. So this is Brian Yee doing his 3 times. He probably has a decent hand here. He probably has ace king or a marginal pair, 10s or higher. I think Jack calls him off here. I think we got a lot of ego going, which we like the ego. And at some point, someone's going to have to do it. Somebody's going to have to look him up. Joe Tran is out. Joe Tran busted in 7th or 8th. So Joe Tran got 120 points for playing in his first ever tournament here. Joe Tran. Joe Tran, everybody. Mary was 9th. Joe was 8th. So we have 70, 80, 100, and 120. Correct. Look at that. Pocket 4s right now. Do I really want to get it all in here with pocket 4s? 10 bigs? No. I'd like to see a flop with pocket fours. I mean, hopefully nobody does anything stupid here. Ace 4. This is our ace 4 spot. Yep, we're all in. You think he hit it? Yeah, we're all in. Nice hand. Nice hand. I don't mind losing to that. Nice hand. That's good. Queens. Let's register now. Yep, he had pocket queens. Hit a queen on me. That's good. I mean, I'm glad I got it in because I felt pretty good there. I just call. He does not raise pre-flop. He doesn't raise pre-flop. So I hit the ace. I think I'm good. I hit the ace. I think I'm good. And he calls and folds. I check. He bets a little bit. I probably should have just called here. He bets the 2. If I just call, though, I only have a few behind, a little bit behind. I can have the club redraw, though. Would have been nice to have a... Yeah, would have been nice to have a redraw there, but I did not. So, I came in 7th. And 7th. I wanted to get top 5 at least, I said, but 7th will work. I'm got points. I'll take 140. So, we are now playing up to the top. So, Zach was in 2nd, so Zach's definitely going to be up there. Tom is playing, and Brian. Alistair has 80, so... Oh, where'd Alistair go? I missed Alistair. What happened? He shoved here? Alistair has 4,400 there. Ace, queen, ace. No, that's not the hand. Look, Alistair, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 left. So Alistair's out.
How?
I don't know. He's right here. Let's see.
Maybe he left.
No, he definitely... Because he's not sitting here anymore. So he must have got knocked out.
What if he just left the whole game?
It would say... So he shoves here. What's the shove? He must have a good... So that's not it. I want to see what he must have shoved again. 5,600 is a lot to shove. Just raised to 12. Man, okay, so he shoved. That's what happened. So he's going to get called by aces, kings, or queens, right? Someone's going to call him with a good pair. Queens, every time. Ace 6 is in his shove range, and he's shoved with ace 6 offsuit. Missed that one.
Oh, that pussy.
Yeah, Zach's been doing really well. Zach's
How'd you
going to
miss
win this.
that?
It happened so quick, I guess. All right, so 6th place was Alistair. That's for 160. And Zach has been crushing this stuff, this tournament. So my money is... I mean, look at the run good here. Look at this run good. Look at this run good. I mean... How does a guy do this? You know? Dude, so we lost 2 players there? I lost. Man, you guys are you're getting knocked out faster than you guys are getting knocked out faster than I can pay attention. Fours, okay. And he catches. He has a diamonds and crushes the diamonds there. Okay, that's what happened on the stream, and that knocked out Charlie. But Charlie got knocked out in what place? Charlie got knocked out in fifth. Alistair, then Charlie was in fifth. So Charlie gets 180 points. Then Brian got knocked out in fourth, which is good for 200 points. And now we have 3 players. Excellent. All right, we're all caught up. Let's take a look real quick at our 3 players. Here's your 3 players here. Emily's out, Trevor, Mary, Joe, myself, Alistair. My folded pocket aces was Charlie, Brian Yee, and then you have Jack and Tom and Zach, top players. Representing GPS 1010. Hit the king. Oh! Hits that. You see, guys? That's why you never give up. Never give up. Never give up. Tom. So Tom's got 10 bigs right now, 11 bigs. So look at this. So, you know, when you get a big chip stack, like Zach, dude, this is a repeat of last night. It seems like a repeat of last night. Seems like a repeat of last night. You know. So he shoves here. So yeah, last night Jack Ford and Zach Swain, Jack and Zach, the terrible twos, man. They took first and second last night, and it was Zach who came in first last night. So watch, you know, Zach come in first again. That would be great. And so Zach, $20, $20 bounty. Good. Take my chips and go on to win this whole thing. He's been really hot lately. He's been really doing well. So when you get a chip stack, you know, when you get 28,000, you have a little bit more, you know, that you can play around, right? And the 2 of them should, in theory, be kind of teaming up, not, you know, informally teaming up against Tom. And then they can get heads up, but you got to get rid of Tom. So when Tom's in the big blind right now, then somebody could be, you know, raising. Even if he raises, you know, come over the top, because he's down below 10 big blinds, so he's in a very vulnerable position. Yeah. Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in with the chips in between 2 chip stacks. In theory, you know, he's got a chip stack to his left and right. Yeah. So these 2 like to go after each other. 2 chip stacks, which I personally am not playing it, right? I'm not playing against the chip stack until I can get rid of that other 6,700. Because if this is a real tournament and you're down to the final 3, and you have a person who's well below you by a third of your chips, then you just end up losing all your equity in that spot. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? That's 3. So Jack Ford came in third for 250. 250 for. And now we're going to go 300 and 400. I'm just going to write it in right here. 300 for Tom, And 400 for Zach. But what another great finish. So I would have just, the only thing differently I would look at doing there would be changing how I'm gonna, who at the table I'm gonna play against. So if I'm Jack Ford with 22,000 in chips and Ace 3 or whatever it was suited, then I'm gonna try something, try a different approach. Straight flush draw. Good game. He wins it all, 20 bucks and first place. Great job, Zach. Great job, Tom. Way to come in. Tom got second. That's 300. And Zach got 400. So what a great. That was a great show. Great show. So there'd be 12. 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, guys, that was it for tonight. So right now it's top 5 players. There's not going to be there'll be a little bit of movement. I think Tom is still going to be in the top 5. It looks to me like maybe Jack might have moved up a little bit tonight. So looking for Jack to be making the move up. Brian remained consistent. Everybody did very well tonight. So I'll be at 940. We have 820 for Zach, and then we have 4 for Mary. 8. So who's above 800? 7, 5, 6. So Tom will be in at 660. So Tom should move up to third. And there's 710. So Brian should move up to fourth, and Jack might be up in 690, maybe up in fifth. So people are moving up. Cool, guys. I'm going to go ahead and close out, and I will register for the next week's Sunday, and we'll see you here next Sunday at 5 o'clock for another round of UCCS Mountain Land Poker Club WSOP Qualifier to Durant, Oklahoma, playing in the $400 Double Deep Stack on January 8th, 2019. Cool. Can't wait to see you guys. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye.